Hello, Persuaders. Here's a movie about doing an export to iPhone from Unity. Of course, to do this, you also need to have Xcode installed, which is quite a big download, and you need an AppleID. But I guess if you have some AppleID product, you'll probably also have an AppleID. So, but let's get started. I make a new project. I call it iPhone export film, because I'm doing this film for you. All right, I do that. And I have my project open here. And I'm gonna to have something to export, or I'm gonna import the Google VR package, which I downloaded a long time ago. Google VR for Unity package. You can find that on the Google VR developer page. But I'm importing that, and with that imported, I'm gonna go to the. I'm gonna first of all open the demo scenes. Let's see if I click demos, Google VR demos, scenes. I can open the Hello VR scene. That could be fun to move over to my iPhone. But we need to go into File, Build Settings. And we're gonna, as it is an iOS device, I'm gonna export to. I'm gonna click on iOS and say switch platform. And that is gonna take a little while. And now I've changed platform, and I click on the player settings. Or maybe before everything about the player settings, I'm just gonna add the scene I'm on now, which is the Hello VR scene, and I'm gonna uncheck sample scene because I don't want to export that. So just the scene we're in, and that's the Hello VR scene. So back to the player settings, I'm gonna click on player settings. Now I must remember everything. One thing you need to do is under other settings here, you need to go down to bundle identifier and give the bundle identifier a meaningful name. I usually call it Kia for instead of com and company. I call it Klaus because that's my name. And product name, I can call that what is it we're exporting? Hello VR. So that's done. And then we need to go down to XR settings and click on virtual reality supported. And here we need to add cardboard like that. And then I think we're done with these settings. So let's try to make a build. So I click on build. Yes. And it tells me it suggests where I want to put my build and what I want to name the folder with the build in it. I think I'm gonna name it Klaus's build. To call it something not in English or something easily distinguishable as not belonging to the program or to anything the program could have made, makes it easier to identify it as something you've made. So that's why I call it things like Klaus and things. If you weren't the international students, I would have called it something in Danish. But yeah, save. And that also takes a little while to do the build. Shows the beach ball. And now it's building it. And when it's done building, it opens the folder, or it points to the folder where my build is. You see here, I call it Klaus's build, and it is here in Klaus's build. So I open that folder, and there are two files here, but that could be opened with your Xcode, and that's this file, Xcode project, and this file, XC workspace, and that it's the XC workspace you should open with your Xcode. But I'll just double click it here down in my build folder, and it will open Xcode, which is huge. So let's see. I already have my iPhone connected. It's called iClaudius, and now it's indexing the files in the project. And you must be aware that it makes a lot of in these processes. It makes a lot of warnings, and you just have to keep your cool and ignore them. It's only if it makes a red one, an error, that you should pay attention to it. Click on Show the project navigator, and these two folders shows up. And I click on Unity iPhone. And down here, I need to choose my personal team. I think that if you're logged into your AppleID, it should show up like that. And for good sakes, for all good measures, I'll do it in my iPhone test as well. So this is important, that you on the Unity iPhone sign into your team. And go do the same for Unity iPhone test, just for good measure. And then this is important also. Uncheck everything but landscape left, because otherwise it will show up weirdly on the app. And yeah, do that in device deployment info, device orientation. Only landscape left here. And now I think that we're almost ready to fire it up. Let's see if we can make it work. I'll just show I have my iPhone here. So let's do an export to iPhone. I'll click on the play button here. I got my iPhone connected. I click on the play button, and I hope I haven't forgotten anything. And when I do this, it automatically launches the app on the iPhone, as you will see in a little while. And I fast forwarded over this bit because it does take some time to do it. So don't be discouraged that yours is taking longer than mine in this film, because I sped it up. Build succeeded. Installing to iClaudius. I think we have a winner. Now it automatically starts up there we go. Now yeah, just there is our test scene. Yes. So that's how you do it. Thank you.